WHTM Sports.
Coverage of tonight's game on the Indian Hill.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Tomahawk Field, Indian Hill, taking on the Wyoming Cowboys on a beautiful Friday night. Bruce Ferguson is with me. I'm Bob Rode, and we're pleased to be here welcoming a lot of the Indian Hill alumni once again tonight. Bruce, this is going to be a really challenging matchup for Indian Hill, isn't it?
Yeah, with Wyoming coming in with the best record in the CHL, it's going to be a challenge.
Coach Arcuri gave a nice speech to his players and to some of the alumni before the game and emphasized tonight one of the keys is having a mistake-free game. He really wants to see the Braves control the ball. He wants to see them play smart. They're going to have a lot of energy. They're very much ready for this game. They've scouted the Wyoming Cowboys. But Wyoming's had a lot of success this year. As Bruce mentioned, they're undefeated. And last week they remained undefeated with a 36-10 win over Marymount. Although the Marymount team had the lead early in the game, Wyoming then had 32 straight points, both with a combination of some strong running and passing.
Bob, have we heard anything about how, in terms of injuries for Indian Hill?
In terms of injuries, our center, Sichel, is still out, but filling in amply for him are a number of different Braves in different spots. And I think Jason Lippman will see some action in the defensive backfield as well. Bruce, Indian Hill had another game with another victory, this time not in the mud, but at Finneytown, winning 19-12. Strong running game with touchdowns by Dawson Eichels, Charles Stevens, and definitely a very strong game in terms of the offensive production at the end of the game. We're going to be breaking in a few minutes as they start the national anthem. We'll get back to more commentary. Tonight's game is definitely a key CHL matchup. Again, the undefeated Wyoming Cowboys against Indian Hill.
Great weather for this time of year.
Beautiful weather. We've been very fortunate with all of our home games thus far.
I noticed the cheerleaders are using their pink pom-poms.
Keeping with the theme of Indian Hill's football tradition, extending out to the alumni, Coach Arcuri welcomed quite a number of alumni, some alumni who have had experience from high school all the way to the NFL.
Yeah, it'll be interesting for the players to have Bo Cordell roaming the sidelines.
Well, maybe he can give them some good inside tips on what was the key to his success through a wonderful career in high school and in college as well.
And it looks like the Braves are coming out onto the field.
Led by the senior captains, Indian Hill Braves are coming into the far end zone.
So they've got one more game after this, and that'll be senior night?
I believe that's correct. Led by the captains, Indian Hill's ready to come storm on the field. And here they are, the Indian Hill Braves.
Hoping to corral the Cowboys.
So in the CHL, Wyoming's undefeated, but there has been some parity. Taylor has had an exceptionally strong season thus far. Indian Hill has surprised a lot of teams, of course. And Indian Hill hopes to be able to surprise Wyoming tonight. They're going to have to stop a very potent running game, a very potent passing game, and they're led by a sophomore quarterback. Another one of the Marty kids, this time Andrew Marty, a 6'4" sophomore who plays quarterback, has another sibling who's a kicker.
Andrew Marty's pretty impressive. I mean, he comes into the game with 76 completions out of 127 attempts. He's third in the CHL with over 1,100 yards.
Yeah, Indian Hill's well aware of his presence. We're going to take a break now as we do the national anthem. So thanks to the Braves marching band for the national anthem led by Mitch Hardy, drum major for Indian Hill. And we're ready to start the game. Bruce, one of the keys for Indian Hill we talked about is playing smart football. They had success last week on the ground. 2 different Indian Hill Braves racking up more than 100 yards on the ground. Does Indian Hill, in our estimation, plan to come out with a different plan other than pounding it on the ground?
I think they go with what's working. It'll be interesting to see how. I mean, you need to use the ground game to establish that, so then that opens it up for the pass.
And if they're healthy, and if their wide receiving core with Nick Heidel is back at full strength, that certainly will help quarterback Danny Vanatsky as well. So we'll see as they get ready to take the field. It does appear that the Wyoming Cowboys will be kicking off to Indian Hill for the opening kick.
Back to receive, looks like Charlie Stevens.
And it may be Colin Shaw on the other side of Charles. So let's see if the Braves can get off to a good, strong start with some field position here. Wyoming lines up.
Well, Colin leads the team in kickoff returns with 3. He's averaging 13 yards a return. And we're underway.
Deep kick into the end zone for a touchback. With that deep kick was Tucker Marty, one of the senior captains for Wyoming, who does the kickoff duties.
Like you said, Bob, it's going to be interesting to see how they start the game, what their game plan is going to be. Are they going to rely on the rush like last week or open it up?
Under center is Vanatsky. He's got 2 men in the backfield. First play is a run up the middle. Charles Stevens getting some positive yardage. Swarming defense from Wyoming wraps him up. Bruce, Wyoming has a couple big-time tacklers. They're not necessarily the biggest players on the team, but they have definitely become some of the league leaders in tackles.
Well, Tucker Berger right now is second in the CHL. He's got 90 total tackles.
And he lines up at linebacker. He's a junior, correct?
Okay.
So we'll call that second and about 7 yards for the Braves. Charles Stevens is in the backfield with Vanatsky. 2 wide on the right. Quarterback keeper for not much. And correction, that may have been Eichholz with the ball.
I was going to say, I thought that was Reed Eichholz.
Reed Eichholz with the ball on that carry.
Just checking my stats there.
So we'll call that 3rd down and 7 for Indian Hill. We have Heidel wide right. It's a pass play. He's got his man. Ball is caught by Dawson Eichels, but quickly wrapped up by the defensive backfield for Wyoming.
Only about a 2-yard gain.
That'll bring up 4th down. He had his man, just could not elude that first tackler. Good tackle by Wyoming on the play.
And just so people know, that's not popcorn in the background. They handed out those thunder sticks at the gate. So we'll be hearing that all game. Fumble the snap, but he gets the kickoff.
There's some question as to whether the ball touched the Wyoming receiver, and the refs are calling it Indian Hill ball.
That's why those on the receiving team, you got to keep your head on a swivel. That ball comes near you, you got to get away from it.
Well, give the punt team for Indian Hill great credit on that one. Nick Heidel had a tough time with that snap. Got the ball away. He had a very nice punt. And then with some of the chaos, I think that the receiving team for Wyoming was not prepared for that. So Indian Hill takes back the ball. Behind center now in shotgun is Van Atsky. Charles Stevens in the backfield with him. And he goes back to pass. He's looking long.
He's got, he overthrew him. He had a wide open receiver, unfortunately.
I think they were crossed up a little bit on the pattern. But he's going to soften up the defense with seeing that look.
It looked like Nick broke off his pattern earlier than Danny had expected him to.
So for the second series, that brings up 2nd and 10 for Indian Hill. They sure hope to make good use of this turnover. Wide left is Eichels. Wide right is Heidel.
And Vanaski jumps on that just in time.
Had a difficult time with that snap, so that's going to be a loss of yardage. He wisely just jumped on the ball there, did not try to do anything rash that would force another turnover.
Looks to be about 3rd and 20. Danny's got some time. He's being pursued.
Fantastic catch on the sidelines by Eichels. That's going to be positive yardage, but it'll still be 4th and long.
Basically back to the original line of scrimmage.
This may be a 4th down, go for it opportunity here. You're not close enough for a field goal, and I don't think they really want to punt. And staying in is the offensive unit, at least for the time being. Nice scrambling by Danny Van Atsky. Found the open man. Great catch by Dawson Eichels.
Kept his eyes downfield.
Some good blocking there by Chavez to keep him some time. Charles Stevens is in the backfield. We have 4 receivers for Indian Hill. And he's back to pass. He's going deep. And that'll be a turnover on downs. Well, Indian Hill is not able to capitalize on that turnover, but they'll take the field on defense. Wyoming's going to have their first offensive series. Bruce, I know Indian Hill would like to see some first downs in these first series, but
still working out the kinks.
Working out the kinks.
So now we get to see Andrew Marty and company for the first time.
Marty takes the ball, hands off. Breaking tackles for Wyoming is number 23, Justin Shields. Wyoming doesn't waste a lot of time between plays. You'll see them run a bit of a hurry-up offense. They really won't huddle up very much. Back in the shotgun again is Marty. Saw some movement on the offensive line.
Justin Shields again. While Justin leads the team in rushing, It's interesting to know that Andrew Marty's not afraid to run it either.
That brings up second down and short for Wyoming. Excellent tackling by Indian Hill on the play. Stopped at the line of scrimmage by Gottdinger, by Becker, and a host of other players. Kyle Niekamp also in on the play. Once again, without any huddle goes Wyoming. They will run at a very, very hurry-up, fast pace. With the first down is Wyoming. Once again, Shields up the middle.
Shields has 441 yards on the season. He's averaging 4.5. But as I mentioned, Andrew Marty's second on the team. He's got 186 yards.
Marty's back in shotgun again. This time, Shields is wrapped up. Nice play by Sam Chavez, finished off by Dan Becker. Excellent defense.
Bob, I hadn't seen them, but based on their stats, I expected them to be a throwing team. But you're right. You were talking before we went on air about how they like to run it a lot. And it's certainly showing in this first series.
Well, they've got some weapons there, and Shields shows that he can really juke and get some yards after that first missed tackle. So Marty's back in shotgun. Takes the snap. He's going to throw. Quick throw to the right. One blocker. Short gain, maybe 4 yards. That's the first time we may have seen Marty throw tonight. And that brings up 3rd and 5 for Wyoming. They're right now at about the 36-yard line.
Keep your eye on the lower part of the screen. Number 11 is his #1 target.
Good defense by the defensive line of Indian Hill, pushing back Wyoming. And that's no gain at best.
Nice stand.
That time Indian Hill really stiffened against the run. They're coming right back to the line on 4th down. Defense has to be ready for this with this pace. Marty's back in shotgun. One man in the backfield with him is Shields. Trying a hard count, changing the cadence. He's going to run out of time here. Back to pass is Marty. He's got an open man and he drops
it right in his hands. So Indian Hill will take over on downs.
Well, a good defensive stand by Indian Hill. They did need that drop, of course, but give the defensive line and linebacking corps credit for playing very strong defense against the run with that last series of downs.
Very nice first series.
Obviously, they really want to give that ball to Shields to set up anything else. And Shields was having some success, but on the last 3 runs, he really didn't make any positive yardage. So Indian Hill gets the ball back for their 3rd offensive series. Bruce, let's see if Indian Hill's offensive coordinators decide to open up the offense a bit. Back behind center is Eichels.
With 4 wide.
Eichels up the middle for some positive yards.
For sophomore, Reed's a nice big player. He's doing a nice job switching off at quarterback, receiver.
He wears a lot of hats.
Yes.
Second down for the Braves.
Hand off to Stevens, and he's caught up in the backfield.
With the loss of yardage on that play, it brings up about 3rd and 11 for Indian Hill. Thus far, they haven't had as much success on the ground. I think Wyoming seems to be daring them to throw the ball, really bringing the linebackers hard close to the line.
Timeout, Indian Hill.
So Indian Hill's going to regroup here with 3:57 left in the first quarter. Bruce, Wyoming has started off with a bit more success with their running game. Indian Hill hasn't seen as much success as they like, but they've had the big play. They've had the opportunity with the turnovers. And then when the defense needed to stand up and be tough, they were able to stop Wyoming. I think what we're going to see is Wyoming's going to play really tough against the run tonight and really challenge Indian Hill to throw the ball downfield. We haven't been able to see a connection with his wide receivers, but he's definitely had some men downfield for opportunities.
They've tried the long ball, but they haven't really tried anything over the middle. And again, Bob, I'm not a coach, so don't ask me.
So big play for Indian Hill. 3rd down, 11. Passing play for Vanatsky.
He's got a man. Threw a little bit behind him.
Had a man open, just could not connect with Heidel. Nice play call, had the opportunity there. And it looks like the punt team is coming on.
This will be Indian Hill's first punt of the evening. Or second, actually.
Rugby-style punt for Heidel. Ball stays in bounds. Nice coverage by the punt team. Very nicely played by Heidel and the entire Indian Hill punt squad.
He's got that rugby-style kick, doesn't he?
He sure does. And when that ball bounces, it makes it very dangerous for the receiving team. So Wyoming's going to take over for 1st down. Certainly had some initial success with their ground game. We'll see if they switch that up.
Starting about the same spot they did last series.
Once again, as you watch Wyoming, they don't take a lot of time in between plays. They're a hurry-up offense, as we see a lot nowadays at all levels.
I'm sure Coach Arcuri was working on that all this week.
Shields around the right end, gets about 7 or 8 yards. They're spotting that at about 2nd and 1. Marty this time carries it himself and is swarmed by Indian Hill Braves. They were not fooled by that misdirection.
That's his first run of the evening.
Anderson, Gottdiner were right on top of him immediately. Third down for Wyoming and short. Back to pass is Marty. Fantastic tackle by Indian Hill. What a play. Was that Littman?
Yes.
Littman switching over to defensive back with a fantastic tackle on the play.
And Wyoming deciding whether they're going to punt or try and go for it here.
Not sure there was a penalty on the play.
I'm not sure what that call was, Bob. But we'll take it.
Suffice it to say, great defensive stand by Indian Hill, and credit Jason Littman with a fantastic play there on D.
So 15-yard penalty, that backs him up to about the 14-yard line.
Well, Indian Hill really needs to make every opportunity to capitalize on these, like the punt play before. Punt is off. Heidel has some room to run.
He's got great field position. It always helps when you catch the punt on their end of the field.
Yeah, Wyoming's punter got off a fairly nice punt, but Heidel very aggressively kept that ball in play from bouncing and getting into the opposite end of the field. So Indian Hill once again has some very fortuitous field position.
Nice thesaurus word there. I'm still wondering what that play was. They lost 15. They're penalized 15 yards and lost down.
We'll have to call back to our rules officials. First
back in
down
New
for the
York.
Braves. First down. Vanatsky to throw. And now he's going to run with it. Holds onto the ball and gets a positive yards
nice
there.
Positive yards. He doesn't run it often, but when he sees an opportunity.
So the officials spot the ball, and that'll be about 2nd down and 5 or 6. They're moving Vanatsky around in the pocket, gives him an opportunity to run when he has a chance, but that's where he's found his success in the last several games as well. In the backfield is Charles Stevens.
Got Corrigal wide to the left.
Stevens has the
hand
ball.
Off to Stevens.
Trying to hit that corner. May have a yard before he's wrapped up by Wyoming.
They're trying to get that ground game established.
Well, certainly, Bruce, last week after playing against Finneytown and having the success that they had on the ground between Eicholz and Stevens. 3rd down, and they're saying 4 yards for the first.
We've got another running play.
Couple yards on the play.
Ball carrier that time was Jack O'Hanlon. You got Dawson Eicholz checking into the game. 4th and 2.
Braves are going for the first. Eicholz and Stevens are in the backfield. Wyoming is trying to get their defense set. Indian Hill is lining up for the 4th down attempt. Ball goes to Eicholz, and he's got a first down.
First down.
Fantastic blocking, fantastic run.
That could be our first down of the game.
Bruce, that was an important play there. Indian Hill needed to establish some momentum, and they did it on the ground the way that they had the success last week.
Exactly, Bob. And that's probably going to be the end of the first quarter, 21 seconds. They can get this off.
Back to pass is Vanatsky. He's going into the end zone. That may be an interception.
A little bit underthrown. So we come back after the quarter. Wyoming's going to have the ball on their own 20. Oh, that's unfortunate, Bob. They were just getting some momentum going, moving the ball.
Well, you got to like the aggressive play call. I think Wyoming is really watching and keying off of Heidel.
Well, I like how they're mixing it up, though. They're bringing in Eicholz, they're bringing in Heidel. They're trying to get that run game going. The passing game has not had that much success yet.
He's only connected a couple times. I think they're feeling their way through how to capitalize on this Wyoming defense. But unfortunately, making progress deep in the Wyoming territory, we have the turnover again. Indian Hill's defense needs to come up strong once again, Bruce.
It's funny to see some of the alumni football players on the sidelines. You know they're just chomping the bit to get in there.
I think they're ready to suit up.
So Indian Hill's back on defense.
Excellent defense by the defensive backfield for Indian Hill. Wyoming stopped for essentially no gain.
That's a handoff to Renke, who's there, who right now is 4th in the CHL in terms of yards as a receiver, not as a running back.
5 wide receivers for Wyoming in this set. Nobody in the backfield with Marty. And he's back to throw.
Completed pass to Jake Edmonds.
Lining up immediately again is the offense for Wyoming. Not taking any time at all. Marty has the ball. He's looking to pass. And it's interception.
Was that Reed? Eichholz?
I think that may have been Kyle Niekamp, who has alertly saw that loose ball. Fantastic hit in the backfield by the safety for Indian Hill. Wide receiver could not hold on to the ball after taking an incredible hit. Kyle Niekamp gets that turnover, so Indian Hill gets another chance here. Once again, give great credit to the Indian Hill defense tonight.
Second turnover of the game for Indian Hill.
Ball's on approximately the 42-yard line. Indian Hill lines up for first down. This time we'll have Reed Eichholz under center. Down at the bottom of the screen on the far left is Vanatsky. This time Reed's going to take it. Cannot get loose. No gain.
Just got back to the line of scrimmage. So after 1 quarter of play, what's your takeaway so far, Bob?
Well, I'm surprised. We have not seen nearly the highlights of big offensive production that you would think we would see from either team on the ground. Right now, I think that the teams are feeling each other out to see exactly where they're going to go. I think we're going to see each team open up and start to throw a bit more, as we saw Wyoming do in the first series just there. Out wide is Eichholz on the left, Vanatsky under center. Flag thrown. Calling false start on Indian Hill.
So that'll take him back 5 yards. Leave us with second and 16.
Vanatsky takes the snap. He's going to throw. He's got a man open. Throws on the run. Completed pass.
That was a nice heads-up play. He motioned like he was going to start running it, and then stopped and threw a dart.
So positive yards for the Indian Hill offense. That gives us third down and about 6. He's finding that soft spot in the defense. That mid-level pattern definitely has a little bit more open than the deep ball thus far. Officials are calling for a timeout. Indian Hill's calling for a timeout.
I think you're right. They're trying to figure out where they can get those short passes in, the mid-level passes. Because right now the long ball is not working.
And I think that conceivably Wyoming scouted the last 2 weeks of film and saw that Indian Hill was making their living on the ground, bringing their linebackers, bringing their defensive line up hard to stop the run was certainly one of their strategies early on the first quarter.
Oh, I think you're right. It is nice to see a good crowd at the game and a very active student section.
Indian Hill comes to the line for the third down.
And Nick Heidel wide to the left. With Eichholz in motion is Stevens. Swing pass.
And that's Eichholz to Heidel for the touchdown.
Very well executed. Very well executed.
Indian Hill Braves put up the first 6 points of the night on a little trickeration. Lateral pass to Eichholz. Eichholz to Heidel. That makes it 6 points, Indian Hill. I think Coach Arcuri will deem that timeout was well worth the time.
And Heidel's back to put on an extra point.
Kick is up.
And kick is good.
7-0 Indian Hill with 9 minutes left in the second quarter. So Bruce, Indian Hill, we said, may have to open it up a bit to see a little bit of success. We didn't expect to see the trickery.
I would call that opening it up.
And give all the credit in the world to the coaching staff, to quarterback, to Dawson Eichholz, and of course to Nick Heidel, who saw nobody near him as that ball was coming to him.
Wide open.
He was going to have some explaining to do to Dawson if he did not come down with that ball. So much to the light of the Indian Hill football alumni on the sideline, Indian Hill is now up 7-0. You know, on the sideline are some NCAA record setters, Bo Cordell, also Ted Bolser, who has played with the Washington Redskins and played his college ball at Indiana University in Bloomington, Indiana.
Which is near and dear to our hearts.
Kicking off for Indian Hill will be Nick Heidel. Nick does a short pooch kick. It's going to be taken at a 30-yard line and quickly tackled. Ball at the 35-yard line.
They were probably a little concerned about Rogers, Mason Rogers from Wyoming. He's averaging 57 yards on kickoff returns.
And you know, Bruce, we've seen that before. We've seen the special teams play from Indian Hill play it conservative and not give up the big special teams return.
Well, I think it's smart.
So back on the field is the Wyoming offense. Once again, very fast play. They will not waste a lot of time in between, will not let a lot of substituting happen for defense, too.
Handoff again to Shields. Makes the turn. And that's for 10 yards right there.
Shields has the quickness that if he can get outside the corner, he really can get upfield quickly. Right back to the line is Wyoming.
You know they're moving fast when they're at the line before the refs even get the ball in play.
Taking himself is Marty, and he is quickly wrapped up by the defense. Another strong play by the defense. On that time, it was Reed Eichholz making the play. Not fooled by that fake. Makes it second down and perhaps 11.
Shields in the backfield. Got 4 wide. It's like a pass play. Complete for about 9 yards, I would bet.
You know, Bruce, Indian Hill would like to get some pressure on Marty as he drops back to pass. He really has had some time to throw. Again, he doesn't have a lot of blockers in the backfield, but Indian Hill's only bringing 3, maybe 4 rushers.
Well, they're respecting the pass.
They're respecting that spread offense as well. Third down and short for
Hand off
Wyoming.
to Shields.
Shields breaks the first tackle and is able to get a first down. Braves almost had him in the backfield there. Shields is strong enough to break that first contact and gets positive yards.
Shields has that typical runner's body, compact and fast.
Back to throw is Marty. He's looking to the right, and he bounces it for an incomplete pass. On the coverage was Jason Lippman and Dawson Eichholz. with this offense, Bruce, we'll see Wyoming taking more high percentage throws. We won't see as many deep balls per se with this kind of an offense, but Marty doesn't seem to be afraid to really air it out. This will bring up second down. Marty's back to pass again. Man over the middle. Heidel has him.
Throws a dart to Duke Brunke.
That's enough for a first down for Wyoming.
Bob, they do keep it moving, don't they? Hand off to Shields.
Hand off this time.
Tripped up, but still managed positive yards.
Wyoming's been able to get that outside edge when they run. Up the middle goes Shields.
Up the middle.
He's finally brought down by Becker and Eichels. First down for Wyoming in the red zone.
Hand off to Shields. Around that left side. Shields already has 7 touchdowns on the season. Let's hope he doesn't get another.
Shields was knocked out of bounds on that play by Colin Shaw.
2nd and 4 with 6.5 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Up the middle is Shields. This time he is brought down by
right at the line of scrimmage
by Becker and also by Gottdeiner. Not wasting any time, Wyoming lines up for third down, 3rd and 4. Going around the left side, Shields, and he is in for a touchdown.
Well, it's number 8 on the season for Shields. Oh, that was a well-executed series for Wyoming, Bob. They were able to move the ball at will that time, it looked like.
I think it's safe to say that that was really the Justin Shields show, running left, running right, getting around the end. The kick is up, and that's good.
That's good.
We are all tied here at Indian Hill. 5 minutes, 50 seconds left in the second quarter. Indian Hill 7, Wyoming 7. Well, the Braves have not let Wyoming light this up like the way perhaps Wyoming would have expected or wanted to, but Wyoming has given up a couple turnovers tonight. Indian Hill has done their best to capitalize on these. Indian Hill's defense has not had any time to breathe as Wyoming has kept the pace in a wicked hurry-up offense.
Very high tempo. This is the first team this season they've faced that moves the ball like this.
Absolutely.
So back to receive are Stevens and Joel Berger. Let's see if they kick it over their head again.
That may be Colin Shaw on the right with Stevens, actually.
Oh, check that.
The ball's going to bounce. Stevens is going to have a chance to come out with it. Looking for some blocks.
He's got some room. Great return. Brings it out to about the 38-yard line.
Bruce, what I really liked there was some very tough blocking by the return team. You know, Stevens timed it just right, but his teammates made some very nice blocks up the middle to give him some space. And Stevens did the rest with a good, strong return. Gives him good field position at the 38-yard line.
That's why they typically don't kick it to Robert. They try and kick it away from him. Check that, Charles.
His older brother Robert would be proud.
He'd be proud. Didn't even know he was in the game.
First down for Indian Hill Braves. Van Atsky's behind center. Hand off to Stevens. He gets the ball again. He's got some room to run. Bulls his way forward for a very nice run. Nice blocking by Heidel downfield to give him some space.
That's Charles' best run of the night right there.
And Indian Hill would love to see that over and over.
So Nick's out. Nick Heidel's out to this wide right. Another handoff to Charles Stevens right up the middle for the first down. And Charles Stevens is starting to make his presence known. Little different pace than the Wyoming offense, but it's still effective. We've got 1st and 10 on the 50-yard line, 4 minutes, 45 seconds to go in the second quarter. Nasky looks to pass just a little bit over the head of Reed Eichholz. So still 2nd and 10. Danny Vanetsky's moving some players around. He's got 4 receivers. Slides to his right. He's got an open man. And Nick Heidel with the catch takes it out of bounds for a first down.
Bruce, that's a nice timing pattern. You've got to like to see that from the combination of Van Atsky to Heidel.
That was a nice connection.
They've lived and breathed on that through the season, and that's a nice pass. Now on the sideline, Bo Cordell is looking at that and saying, wow, I used to do that in high school.
He did that a lot in high school.
So Indian Hill is really happy to have a first down here at the 40-yard line, 39. Seeing some momentum. A little bit more balanced attack with some running and passing here. Charles Stevens gets the ball. Short gain.
Picks up a few. Yeah, this is the first series where Charles has been able to really make his presence known. He seems to just get better as the game goes on.
Careful, watch the mic, watch the mic, watch that mic.
So that'll be 2nd and 8. Ball goes to Stevens. He's trying to find some room around the left side. Another positive gain. Nice blocking there from Dan Becker.
Takes that down to about the 32-yard line.
That'll give us 3rd and short.
I'm with my parents. I might go to the student section.
3rd and 3 with 3.5 to go in the second quarter.
Back to pass is Van Atsky.
Under
Quick
pressure.
pass.
Gets the first down. I didn't see who made that catch. Did you, Bob?
Almost looked like a catch and then a fumble, but regardless, Indian Hill gets the first down. Nice touch pass there by Van Atsky. Number 24 may be Blake Hyde for Indian Hill, who may have been the first man to reach that ball. First down, Indian Hill. Van Atsky's going to pass again. He's rolling. He's got room to run. He's going to take it downfield, spins, and gets out of bounds with some...
Gets about a 5-yard gain.
You know, they're giving Van Atsky that opportunity as he rolls out. I know Van Atsky is more of a thrower, but he's seeing some open field. 5 yards on first down. Indian Hill's back in about the 20-yard line, I'd say.
Well, Van Atsky's not afraid to run. He's run it 14 times, although he's only got a total of 12 yards.
Going deep is Van Atsky.
To that corner again.
Incomplete.
That's the same play we saw that interception on to end the first quarter.
On third down, Van Atsky's back to pass.
Swing pass, it's knocked down.
I think he had that deflected at the line by Wyoming.
So that gives us 4th and 6 on the 20-yard line. And it looks like we're going to go for a field goal. So Nick Heidel's back for the kick. Kick is up. And it's no good.
I think they're going to say it was wide left. From this angle, he had the distance, Bruce.
Yeah, at first look, it looked like it was going to go through, but I think he just missed to the left. So with 2.5 to go in the second quarter, scores tied at 7-7. Wyoming's going to take over on their own 20-yard line.
Wyoming doesn't take a lot of time, Bruce. 2.5 minutes is an eternity for them. But Indian Hill's got to come up big on defense right here. Faking blitz. Back to pass, though, is Marty. Dragging tacklers is Shields.
Shields with about a 2-yard gain.
And that keeps the clock running.
A little bit of confusion from the receivers, not sure what the play is. Looking
Quick
to his
pass.
right, and pass is dropped.
I think he was looking for Renicky on that play. Brings up third down for Wyoming Cowboys. Blitz coming from the left side. Deflected at the line. He cannot get to it. They had Niekamp coming hard from the left side.
Great defensive stand by Indian Hill.
I think Wyoming's going to have to punt the ball away, and that truly gives Indian Hill another chance on offense.
It's 4th down and 7. They're definitely going to have to punt this away.
Tonight, Bruce, Indian Hill has capitalized on some big plays. This punt formation could be another one of these opportunities. Wyoming punts it away. Taking the ball is Heidel. He's got a blocker. Excellent field position. There's a flag on the play.
Well, that's the second time we've fielded a punt in their end of the field.
Well, Heidel does a fantastic job of catching that aggressively on the run, does not let the ball bounce, has a nice run back. They're calling a face mask penalty on Wyoming. That's going to be an unfortunate situation for Wyoming that really negates a punt, essentially, for Wyoming after the penalty. with the nice run back by Heidel. So give Heidel the credit for heads-up play. Ball is now only on the 35-yard line.
Just a 5-yard penalty.
5-yard, okay.
But great field position with minute 53 left in the second quarter. Let's hope they can capitalize on it here.
Running right. Looking to pass is Vanatsky. Oh, they've got to call holding on that. And there's no flag.
No holding, no pass interference when he was getting tackled before the ball got there.
Well, they saw a different play than we saw from up here. That'll bring up second down. Indian Hill fans were less than enthusiastic about that call. Second down. Back under center in shotgun is Vanatsky. Takes the snap, looking downfield.
Scrambling.
He's going to protect the ball and take a sack on that play.
Lost about 5 yards on that play. So here you have 3rd and 15, minute and 23 with the clock running. You'd expect a pass play in this situation. But they really have 2 downs here because they're not going to punt it.
Vanatsky hands off to Charles Stevens. Rumbles upfield. Very tough running. Gets a good 10-yard gain.
So that got about half of what they needed for the first down. That leaves it 4th and about 8.
And obviously with 45 seconds left in the half, Indian Hill's going to go for the 4th down. Vanatsky in shotgun. Takes the snap. He's looking downfield. He's going deep. He's got a man.
Going for it all.
It's broken up in the end zone. Clock stops at 31 seconds. That'll be a turnover on downs.
I think the strategy was to, if you can't score, at least don't give them enough time to do anything with it. I think Indian Hill's going to be very happy to go into halftime tied 7-7.
Wyoming's going to give it one more shot here with 30 seconds left.
We got a handoff. I think they're happy to go into halftime with a tie score as well.
Well, Bruce, this is an interesting half. I think Wyoming is going to be scratching their heads here. Big plays really doomed Wyoming in terms of the offensive
big plays
series.
And turnovers.
Special teams, Indian Hill's going to be very happy with how they performed. They definitely won the battle of turnovers. Indian Hill only scored once, but they certainly were down in the red zone and had opportunities. We did have a 1 turnover and interception when they were down in the red zone. Indian Hill's happy, I think, against this highly touted Wyoming team to go to the halftime with 7-7 score.
Well, in that last series, when they were able to just get chunks of yardage by hitting it off to Stevens, and then get some passes, it really bodes well for the second half.
Well, the coaching staff's going to be looking at exactly what Wyoming was doing, getting around end and getting outside for those big gainers that really took up some serious yardage moving down the field.
Well, Bob, it looks like the bands are getting ready to come on the field. Guess we'll turn it over to them.
Yeah, we'll welcome Indian Hill Braves Marching Band in a short time, led by Mitch Hardy, band director Don Barker, featuring the performance called Mystery. And also at halftime, they'll be celebrating some of the Indian Hill football alumni as well. So we'll turn it over for halftime festivities.
2002. Justin Roscoe, 2001. Andy Trim, 2001. Bo Cordell, 2001. Ed Bolger, 2001. Charlie Brown, 2001. Jose Music, 2001. Scott Porter, 2001. Jimmy Greer, 2001. Matt Whitman, 2010. And Parker Perry, 2010. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give our football loves a round of applause.
You entered again?
Yeah, I'm doing second and third. So I won the second and fourth, but a lot of people won the fourth.
I'm stuck with all four.
Oh well. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah. My sweatshirt from my car.
It's starting to get a little chilly up here.
Yeah, just.
I got this, guys. Problem solved. Or do you want to do it later? Because it's on three-quarter. I'll do it now. You don't have to do it later. Yeah, but this is our three-quarter. Yeah, do it now. We can go. I was out of breath the whole time because when I fell off. Don't put the rifle in there. And cover your back with one flag. It's meant to be. Maybe like this way. I was more worried about flipping one of the other bands and I'm like, oh crap, I'm in their way. Like, get out of the way. Watch out. Dying. Stick on me. Dad go behind there and he didn't come out for like 5 minutes. It was just Hi, everybody. Let's try really hard to have everyone come at, what was it, 3 o'clock? Yeah. On Tuesday? That's fine, but if we could all be here at 3 on Tuesday so we can actually just only...
Coverage of tonight's game on the Indian Hill Television Network is a presentation of the Indian Hill High School Video Department. The Video Department provides the community with educational and school-focused programming through the facilities of the ICRC. The Indian Hill Television Network produces coverage of many of the school sporting events, so be sure to catch all the boys and girls action on this community access channel. For playback times in your area, call the ICRC at 772-4272 or visit their website at www.icrctv.com. Coverage of Brave sports on the Indian Hill Television Network wouldn't be possible without the generous support of the Indian Hill Boosters, the PTO, and the ICRC. Their grants have provided us with the equipment to bring Indian Hill sports off the field or gymnasium and into the community, and we appreciate all they've done to develop our television programming. Let us know what you think of this sports production on the Indian Hill Television Network by calling our viewer feedback phone at 272-4590. Phone lines are open 24 hours a day, so give us a call and tell us how we're doing.
Wrap that kid up. Wrap him up. Anthony, keep it up, man. Let's go.
Quarter's almost over, Callie. Like when you fold things with long sleeves.
Welcome back, Indian Hill. We're back at Tomahawk Stadium for the start of the second half. It's Indian Hill 7, Wyoming Cowboys 7. And Bruce Ferguson with me. I'm Bob Rode. We had a fantastic first half of football. I think Wyoming expected to have a bit more success. Indian Hill keyed by several turnovers, some key special teams plays, and then one touchdown off a trick play with a double pass. And Bruce, Wyoming has had great success putting up big numbers, big yards, both running and passing. Indian Hill has been able to make some stops defensively, haven't they?
They've had some very good stops. It's trying to work on, who is it? Justin Shields is their main running back. They just hand the ball to him, and he's a bull going through the middle. But the defense has been able to stop him pretty well.
Well, Indian Hill certainly at halftime is going to be strategizing on ways to stop that getting the ball outside on the run. But at the same time, they have that hurry-up offense. They play at a high velocity, and Marty likes getting the ball out quick. Haven't seen much pressure on him. Indian Hill has had a good success in prior games, getting a hand on the ball, tipped balls, quarterback sacks. Not so tonight. He releases the ball quickly.
Well, they've only been rushing 3, so it's hard to get pressure on the quarterback when you're only rushing 3.
Absolutely.
But so I think that's respect for the number of receivers they have. They typically have 3, 4 wide.
Indian Hill kicks off. Heidel, short kick again. Wyoming covered up quickly. Ball at the 35-yard line. Indian Hill's defense comes out, trying to pick up where they left off with some very tough defense. Again, causing turnovers in the first half, causing some 3-and-outs, some fourth down turnovers on down. But once again, Marty and Shields have really been the main producers on this offense, both throwing and with Shields on the run. Marty's in shotgun, Shields in the backfield.
Bunch formation to the left, and Shields is running right behind it. Well, the refs missed a nice hold there on the corner.
That'll be a pickup of approximately 5 yards on first down. Brings up second down and 4 or 5. In shotgun is Marty once again. Shields is to his right. In motion goes Renicky. Takes the ball, coming around the right side. On the tackle is Lippman.
Wrapped up for no gain.
Heidel got to him first. Lippman took him out of bounds with the tackle. And Bruce, that's going to bring up the third down play again. This is where Indian Hill has had some success in the first half. Renicky is wide left. Marty is in the shotgun formation, trying to pull them offsides, but he's back to pass. He's throwing in the middle of the field, bobbled and caught. With the reception is number 6, Duke Brunke. Big gain on third down.
Duke is his number 1. Brunke is his number 1 target. Brunke right now leads the team with 25 receptions for 368 yards, averaging 14.7.
And he just padded his average right there. So handing off now on first down to Shields, a short gain. Sam Chavez got to him first, Dan Becker, and a host of other Braves. Shields is a workhorse for the Wyoming Cowboys. Brings up second down and 8.
Marty has very good command of that offense.
Showing blitz coming is Becker. Marty still has time to throw, and he finds the seam in the defense. Gottdiner brings him down along with Lippman. Another big game for Wyoming on the pass.
First down, once again, Duke Brunke with the reception.
They're looking for that soft seam between the defensive backs and the linebackers.
Three wide to the left, 1 to the right. Shields in the backfield. It's a handoff to Shields.
Short gain for Shields on that run.
Looks like he picked up about 3.
Shields wanted to get outside. This time they contained him a bit. The linebackers came in, made a good play. Give Niekamp the credit for the tackle, along with Dawson Eichels.
That was a nice spin move by Oliver Renke.
So pass complete, down to about the 1 yard line for Wyoming.
That's going to make it first and goal.
Indian Hill brought the blitz on that one. Marty was able to find his hot receiver there for the quick throw. And as Bruce pointed out, Reneke made a nice spin move, took it down to the 1 yard line. Reneke goes off the field limping slightly. But that's first and goal from the 1.
Handoff to Shields, right up the middle.
Wyoming wants the call for touchdown, and the ref signals touchdown Wyoming.
So a very successful first drive for Wyoming.
Bruce, they did have some success on the ground, but the big chunks of yardage were on the pass. And in this case, as you pointed out, their big receiver,
Duke
Brunke with the mother load of yardage. Number 7, Tucker Marty, comes in for the extra point try. Snap is a little bit bobbled, but it is good.
Seems to be some confusion about the whistle on that play, but as much as Indian Hill discusses it, the refs aren't going to change anything.
Well, back to receive again for Indian Hill will be Shaw and Stevens. Stevens with a fine run back after the last return. Indian Hill showed some excellent blocking on their last kick return.
So here we go to give Indian Hill their first chance at the ball this half.
Strong kick from Marty. Taking the ball will be Shaw.
A nice return, bringing it out to about the 31-yard line.
Nice run there by Colin Shaw with the ball. It's another 9th grader for Indian Hill.
And we haven't really talked about it, Bob. The age of the team is really something I think is, as well as they've done with as young as they are, I think they've surprised some people this season.
Well, if you look on paper, great credit to the coaching staff and the players, but with some of their skilled position athletes at 9th and 10th grade, they're having a fine season so far. Indian Hill would like to make a really solid drive here to start off the first half. Handing off to Stevens, trying to go around the left side. Not much there for Stevens on that run. About 2nd and 9 for Indian Hill. Lining up wide right is Heidel. Handoff for on the right side. For the Indian Hill Braves was 24.
Blake Hyde. Blake Hyde is brought down for a loss.
Bruce, that brings up 3rd and 12 for Indian Hill. They'll have Reed Eichels wide left, Nick Heidel right.
Panatsky rolls to his left.
He's
Wide
got
open
Eichels.
Eichels for the first down. Brought it out to about the 46-yard line.
Now that's an impressive connection there between a 9th grader and a 10th grader with a touch pass over the defender, uses the height that Reed Eichels has. Reed makes an excellent catch, knows where the first down marker is, gets the first down. Like to see more of that from Indian Hill for the next 2-3 years.
Yes. I'd like to see more of that for the next 2 quarters.
Key 3rd down conversion for Indian Hill sets up 1st down and 10 from the 45-yard line.
Panatsky's got 2 left, 2 right. He's on the move. Wisely tucked it and ran with it to pick up about a yard.
Makes something out of nothing on that play. Panatsky controlling the ball and protecting from any type of a turnover. Just couldn't find an open man on that play.
No. And then he got under pressure. He didn't have a choice. So we've got about 7 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. Again with 4 wide, 2 right, 2 left.
Ball's incomplete on the pass attempt. It'll bring up a 3rd down for Indian Hill.
Third and 9 on the 46.
Coming into the game is Peter Bosworth.
And Nick Heidel wide left.
Play action pass, and it may be short for the first down, but it's a completion over the middle.
For about 5 yards.
Reed Eichels with the catch. That'll put them at the 50-yard line, and they're going to bring out the punt team here. Bruce, I like to see them looking for that pass along the linebacking zone over the middle, as they've been really playing the run tight. I think that there's more opportunity there for Indian Hill, as Vanatsky's more comfortable tonight.
So we got a rolling kick.
Short punt, out of bounds.
Sometimes the rugby kick works. Sometimes not.
Well, they've had great success tonight. They've definitely had some opportunities with their punting game this evening, but on that one, I think didn't quite have the rhythm on that punt.
Well, the snap kind of threw him off when it came rolling back to him.
Wyoming takes over at their 41-yard line.
Handoff. Nope, not a handoff, Shields. Marty keeps it, takes it up the center. Comes down hard after making about a 4-yard gain.
Marty had a nice play fake on that, but didn't fool Michael Anderson, who made a nice tackle. 2nd down for Wyoming. Pressure's coming on the quarterback, and it's knocked down. Big Sammy Shamas with the deflection there.
Just got his paw up there in the air and knocked that thing down.
That's the kind of pressure that Indian Hill has had success with through the first several games. Indian Hill's got a 3rd down situation. Wyoming right back at the line. In the backfield is Shields with Marty at shotgun position. Pressure's coming on Marty. He's going to throw it out wide. He's got some room to run.
That was a nice catch by 88 Hudson Rogers. You're mentioning Michael Anderson before. He just does a nice job there in the center, clogging things up.
Hudson Rogers, we haven't called his name. He's a senior, 6'4", 220. It's his first reception to my recollection. First down for Wyoming. Marty's going to keep it and go nowhere.
Defense read that one from the beginning.
Bruce, as you mentioned, Marty does have a lot of yardage this season running. I think Shields has really done the damage on the ground, but Marty has really not been able to get any open runs. Back to pass is Marty, looking downfield. He's got pressure.
He gets the pass off.
They called that a reception on the far sideline, so that'll be catch by Wyoming. That'll make it third down.
Another catch by Duke Brunke.
Under pressure, nice throw there by Marty.
I thought for a second there we were going to get him.
Brings up 3rd and 3. Changing his cadence, checking the line. Marty Karst for the ball, going back to pass.
Here comes.
He's got pressure. He's going to dump it off, and he's got a man.
That's back to Hudson Rogers again, number 88.
Handing off around the left side comes Shields. This time he's wrapped up. Nice containment there on the right side. Several Indian Hill Braves made the tackle.
You notice Marty's having success with these short little passes, not going long.
Brings up 2nd and 10 for Wyoming. Back to pass is Marty. Throws to the right, little bubble screen. He's got some room to run. Renicky is tripped up by Nick Heidel by the shoelaces.
Well, defense needs to make a stop here. With 14-7, 3 minutes left in the third quarter. You don't want to let this game get out of hand. Hand off to Shields around the right side. Brought down after about 5-yard gain.
Once again, Shields is able to get outside the ends on that reverse direction. Bounces outside and gets positive yardage.
So 2nd and 3.
Marty keeps the ball. Very little gain on the play.
I think he just barely made it back to the line of scrimmage.
That should bring up approximately 3rd and 3 for the Cowboys. Right back up at the line comes quarterback Marty. He's got 4 receivers on the play, 1 in the backfield. Takes a snap and hands off. Up the middle goes Shields.
All the way down to about the 2-yard line. Impressive run by Shields. They're wasting no time. Shields in the backfield. Haven't seen a signal from the referees yet. No touchdown. So we've got 3rd and 1.
Still in shotgun formation is Wyoming. Handing off to Shields again.
Who dives in for the touchdown.
So Wyoming comes out blazing in the second half. Lining up is Tucker Marty for the extra point attempt. And that makes it 21-7 with the extra point. Suffice it to say that Wyoming had great success on that drive with some short passes, some running by Shields, and Shields is the one who takes it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, they're mixing it up well between the pass and the run.
Indian Hill was trying to put a little pressure on Marty with his passing, but when they handed off to Shields, he still had success getting some positive yards on first and second down. And then with the third down opportunities, Marty was able to find his man, and then Renicky and others did the rest. So Indian Hill has a chance for a run back again. Wyoming lines up for the kickoff with 1:31 left in the third quarter. 21-7 Wyoming Cowboys.
Let's see if they stay away from Charles Stevens again.
Kick is off. It's a deep kick. Charles Stevens has it. And that'll be a touchback to the 20-yard line. So the offense comes back out for Indian Hill, looking to put together some type of a rhythm. Need to get some positive yards on first down to set up better play calling opportunities. They've had some good third down conversions. Seemed like Vanatsky was finding a little rhythm.
It did, Bob.
Indian Hill's going to have their opportunity now to put a score back on the board and make this a close game.
It seemed like he and Eichholz had some good communication going there.
So in the backfield is Charles Stevens. Vanatsky is in shotgun formation. Takes the snap, hands off to Charles. Not able to find much up the middle.
No, he was met at the line. Got Heidel wide right, Eichholz wide left. He's looking at Eichholz all the way. Just out of reach. So we've got a 3rd and 10 on their own 20. Like to make something happen here before the end of the quarter.
Vanatsky takes the snap. He's going to roll left. He's looking for a receiver. He's got a man, but defensively broken up by number 40 for Wyoming. That would be Parker Chalmers, senior defensive back.
Almost intercepted. Lucky that was not an interception.
Punting team comes back out for the Indian Hill Braves.
Back to receive, number 40, Parker Chalmers.
Nice snap for Heidel. Rugby kick. Gets a nice kick off this time. It's going to bounce. Takes a bounce down the side. Excellent roll for Indian Hill down to about the 30-yard line. Nice job by Heidel. Nice job by the coverage team. Charles Stevens downs it at the 31. So Indian Hill's defense wants to come out and make a statement here. They'd like to see the turnover or a quick 3 and out. Need to be able to stop the running game on first down.
Yeah, we need to get a stop here before this game gets too far out of hand.
In the first half, the name of the game was big plays and turnovers for Indian Hill. Have not had that opportunity go their way in the second half thus far, Bruce. First down for Wyoming. Marty is going to keep it around the right side. He makes some positive yardage on first down, about 8 or 9.
The defense was able to do a little bit more containing the pass in the first half. It's just Marty is finding some little seams that he just wasn't able to find.
So that'll signal the end of the third quarter. Indian Hill is going to be down by 2 touchdowns, 21-7 to Wyoming Cowboys. Keeping it close in the first half, and Wyoming came back with a vengeance in the third quarter with 2 strong drives behind the running of Shields and the arm of Marty. Indian Hill's coaching staff is going to sit down here with the defensive squad and put together a game plan, trying to find a way to put pressure on the passing, trying to find a way to keep their running game from getting outside.
Well, and that's the hard thing about Wyoming is they are so two-dimensional. They've got a nice passing attack, but then you've got Shields in the background that you hand it to him and he's going to punch it through there.
We certainly haven't seen many mistakes by Marty for the sophomore quarterback. The one interception that we recall, an excellent play at safety, dislodging the ball on an otherwise nice touch pass down the middle. So Marty has kept his poise, been relatively mistake-free. Defense has to step up and make a play for Indian Hill. So that'll make it second down.
2 on the 39.
Marty hands it off.
Shields are on the left side.
Carrying the ball that time was Silas Ingram, number 30, sophomore running back. Running backs for Wyoming are about the same size. They're short, they're compact, and they have great speed.
Thanks for correcting me. I didn't see the change. Looks like penalty on the field. Backing it up.
That backs it up to 2nd and 10 for Wyoming. Changing the play at the line is sophomore Marty. Quick,
Marty takes it himself.
Quick run by the quarterback, and he's wrapped up very nicely by the defensive line. Sam Shamus is not going to let him get out of that one.
Gets about 3 yards on that play. I'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Kyle Niekamp is communicating with his defensive line. We've got 4 receivers for Wyoming. Back to pass is Marty. He throws it over the middle. He just can't connect. That's going to be an incomplete pass. Coverage on the play by Littman.
Throwing his favorite target, Duke Brunke, but just threw it behind him.
Indian Hill is slowly starting to get a little bit more pressure on the quarterback. Back in punt formation is going to be Wyoming in this situation.
Nick Heidel back to receive for Indian Hill. Gets a nice punt off. Gets it at about the 31.
Heidel does a nice job fielding it. Good coverage by Wyoming on that play.
Wrapped up right away by Oliver Renke.
So Indian Hill's going to take over at approximately the 33-yard line. Bruce, it's fourth quarter. This is the time for Indian Hill to really put together a drive.
There's plenty of time here. I mean, it's 21-7, but there's 10:49 on the clock. If they can put together a nice drive here.
Ted Bolser is on the sideline asking to be put into the game. Nice pass by Van Ansky. Reed Eichels bulls his way up.
About an 8-yard gain.
Right. All in jest, of course, with Bolser on the sideline. But if you look at Reed Eichels and you look at the sophomore, he has an equivalent size to Ted Bolser, who was with the Washington Redskins earlier this year. Again, a sophomore catching a pass from the freshman. Brings up second and short for Indian Hill. This time, no gain there for Indian Hill.
Ball run by Blake Hyde. I think he lost a few on that one. It's 3rd and 3. 3rd and 6, check that. So we did lose about 3 yards on that play.
Van Ansky's rolling out to the right. He's got a man
pressure.
open.
Who got wrapped up right away.
Held onto the ball, but a good tackle by Wyoming. That brings up a 4th down. Punting team is coming out.
Blake Hyde on the reception.
Heidel lets the kick go. Out of bounds. Wyoming's going to take over with fairly good field position, Bruce. They've been certainly showing some momentum in the second half. Indian Hill's defense is going to need to step up and make a big play, I feel.
Yeah, I was going to say something about the amount of time on the clock, but as fast as they move, they don't need a whole lot of time.
We expect to see a healthy dose of Marty and Shields on this series. Shields will take the first handoff. Once again, he's got a lot of room around the left end.
Picked up about 7 on that one, I think. 7 or 8. All in all, though, I mean, the defense is playing well. It's just I think they haven't seen such a two-dimensional offense like this.
Big gain up the middle for Shields on that play. Handoff again to Shields.
Around the left side. Clock still rolling. 7:42 in the 4th quarter. Defense looking for a big play here.
Shields again. Wrapped up immediately. That'll make it 3rd down. Bruce, Wyoming doesn't seem at all interested in milking the clock. They line right back up, ready to play. 3rd down attempt.
Yeah, I mean, even though they can milk the clock, even though they're set up, but they're getting these plays off pretty quick.
Marty takes the snap, hands off. He stopped in the backfield. Excellent play by Indian Hill.
Nice defense. But it seems like Wyoming's content to just try and run the ball.
Sure. They've had great success in this half. Dan Becker, however, made a nice play on that. That brings up 4th down. We'll see if Wyoming is going to go for 4th and about 4 yards. We're down to about 6 minutes, 30 seconds left in the game. Now they're using the clock. Timeout is now called by Wyoming. Bruce, the name of the game here has been ball control. Wyoming has really maintained ball control. They've run the ball, they've passed. They really haven't given up the big turnover like we've seen before. Only a couple penalties as well, but Wyoming has consistently been able to get big chunks of yards with Shields running the ball.
And when they haven't made the mistakes, that's what that got Wyoming in the first half. The mistakes they made with the interception, with the poor punt that we recovered. I mean, those were opportunistic situations for us.
Agreed. So Indian Hill's going to come out now with a key 4th down opportunity. Certainly want to get the ball back and get the ball back quickly and make something happen. Defense is going to line back up.
Well, if they can stop them here, they've got decent starting field advantage here.
They need to be patient, disciplined, not jump on the hard count. Back to pass is Marty. Seeing a little pressure over the middle. He's got a man and he drops it. So he had the receiver he wanted, just could not make the completion. Indian Hill had a little bit of pressure on that play. So Indian Hill takes over on downs. Now we've got 6 minutes, 15 seconds left. Danny Vanatsky in the offense is going to need to put together a very strong drive.
That would have been a nice reception if Rogers had made it, but it was thrown to his back hip. That's a hard catch to make.
It's one of the few connections that just did not make the reception today. So Indian Hill takes over at approximately the 28-yard line.
6:15 left on the clock.
Vanatsky is back to pass. Fires to his right.
And that's a reception.
Nice catch made on the play by Heidel. Indian Hill's going to line up quickly as they get the play in.
So Koringel's in, Heidel comes out. Heidel's favoring that right arm a little bit.
Rolling to his left is Vanatsky. He's looking for a receiver.
Chased.
Almost intercepted. But that'll stop the clock and bring up 3rd down.
Mason Rogers got his hand on that for Wyoming. Blocked it.
Tough pass for Vanatsky, rolling to his left. Had a man there, but just wasn't able to get it in time for the defense to knock it away. So it brings up 3rd down for the Indian Hill Braves. Vanatsky's rolling again to his left. He's got a man, broken up again by Wyoming.
Again with Mason Rogers, number 19.
4th down.
And the punt team's going to come on the field. Nick Heidel's back to punt. Well, Bob, that was unfortunate. It seemed like they were starting to get things going there.
Wyoming's looking for the fake, but he's going to punt it downfield. Breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle.
And then he's finally brought down at the 30-yard line.
Jason Littman brings him down, and Indian Hill's defense needs to come out and make a big play. Unfortunately, the offense couldn't put anything together there, but Indian Hill's defense is going to come out. They've gotten a lot of business this evening, haven't they?
Defense has been very busy. Offense, unfortunately, there with a 3 and out. Couldn't give him much of a rest.
In the backfield now for Wyoming is Silas Ingram. He's going to take the ball up the middle, met by the Indian Hill defensive line. Maybe a gain of 1. Dan Becker and Michael Anderson make the tackle.
Well, even though he's not starting, Silas Ingram's no slouch. I mean, he's got 256 yards in the season. He's averaging 5.2 yards a carry.
And he may have lost yards on that last one, Bruce. Indian Hill's defense was ready for that. You know, I think the coaches are showing some confidence in the defense by punting the ball away and telling the defense to go hold tight and get us the ball back.
Let's go get it back.
Get the ball back. Defense, you know, we've given up 21 points tonight, but against Wyoming, they've really played hard. They've really played hard. They've gotten some turnovers. Wyoming is used to getting a lot of yardage on the ground. And no mistake tonight. They've had some success with their running backs. And Marty's had some success on the ground as well.
Yeah, Shields is an impressive running back, but they really, a couple times he got to the outside, but the defense has done a nice job containing him on a lot of situations, especially in that first half.
So Indian Hill stops the clock with 4:48 left in the game. That brings up 3rd and long. They have a big play, make a big stop here.
Wyoming coming out with 3 wide.
Shotgun formation is Marty. Takes the snap, looking downfield. He's got some pressure. Tal Niekamp couldn't get to him, but he's brought down.
Still brought down
short of the first
down.
yard. Sam Chavez makes an excellent tackle there, brings him down, brings up 4th down. Excellent pressure there. Kyle Niekamp came from the linebacking position, put enough pressure on the quarterback that he had to scramble, could not find a receiver in time. So defense brings the blitz, forces a quarterback scramble, brings up 4th and about 3. Wyoming is back to punt. Back to receive is Heidel. Kick is away. It's a low kick.
Heidel fields it. Still on his feet.
And it's the little things there, Bruce. You know, Heidel stops that ball from going another 20 yards, makes an excellent play, and does a fine job of giving Indian Hill good field position.
And got some positive yardage. All right, so we're on about the 35-yard line.
So Indian Hill's going to come out and try to get down the field quickly. We've got 3 minutes, 59 seconds in the 4th quarter. Reed Eichels is on the far left. Danny Vanatsky in shotgun formation, takes the snap, looks downfield. He's got a man over the middle. Nick Heidel gets 1st down, pushed back, but that'll be enough to move the chains. Excellent pass, excellent reception.
1st down, move the chain, stop the clock.
Heidel takes the snap, looks downfield again, looks to his right, just not able to bring in the pass. Clock is stopped again, that's 2nd down. Bruce, make no mistake, Wyoming has gotten all they could bargain for tonight from Indian Hill.
They certainly have.
Indian Hill is refusing to go away here tonight, showing great spirit here offensively. They're almost at midfield. We've got 4 receivers in formation. Charles Stevens is in the backfield, and Vanatsky is calling for the snap. It's shotgun. He's got some pressure. He's got his man. Quick pass. Unable to get away from the safety is number 16, Colin Shaw. Nice tackle by Wyoming from the defensive backfield.
Colin Shaw, another one of those freshmen.
9th grade to 9th grade connection. Coming quickly to the ball again is the Indian Hill offense. Minimal gain on the last play.
Showing some up-tempo here, though.
Fumbled snap on the play. Vanatsky covers it up.
And that'll be 4th down and about 15. So being down 21-7, they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Through wide right, 1 wide left. Charles Stevens in the back.
Incomplete pass.
So turnover on downs here. It's 2 minutes, 26 seconds left. 1st and 10 now for Wyoming. They'll take over on Indian Hill's 42-yard line.
So tough situation, Bruce, for the offense. Really had some opportunities there, just couldn't make the connection. Give a lot of credit to Wyoming's defense. Wyoming was not really ready to give up any big plays after that first half double pass play. They've had some sure tackling. They've had some really good plays defensing the pass. And they've shown a lot of quickness getting to the ball and breaking up some pass opportunities.
Well, let's see how the defense does here on this last series for Wyoming.
Handing off to Shields, going around the left side. There's an obvious hold that will not be called by the ref.
Shields picks up about 5 or 6. And the clock's still running.
Second down and 5 for Wyoming. Coming right to the line, but taking a little bit more time this time.
It looks like it's ready, but it's not.
I think they're happy to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Handoff up the middle is Shields. He's wrapped up right away that time.
Gain of about 1, and that's the
timeout on the Indian Hill Braves sideline.
Well, Bob, there's a lot of positives a team can take away from a game like this.
No question. I mean, they're up against an undefeated team. Fair amount of depth, fair amount of upper-class leadership. Once again, we're talking about a very young team for Indian Hill. A lot of bright spots tonight. Take nothing away from their effort. They just haven't been able to get the offensive rhythm that they were able to have in some of the other games. Again, they're playing a very tough defense in Wyoming.
I agree.
Nonetheless. Some bright spots on special teams, some bright spots on offense and defense. Third down for Wyoming.
3rd and 4. Handoff to Shields around the left side.
Spins, but taken down by the defense.
And clock stopped again. Timeout, Indian Hill.
Brings up 4th down for Wyoming. Indian Hill would like to get the ball back. I think on this situation, Wyoming will probably go ahead and go for it on 4th down, Bruce.
Yeah, they're obviously too far out to try any type of a field goal, and a punt's just going to bring it out to the 20, so why not chew up some more time on the clock?
They have a quality kicker, but I think regardless, they're going to go ahead and go on 4th and 2.
Well, I go back to what I said earlier. There's not many late October football games when you've got this kind of weather.
So 4th down and 3.
Big stand here.
Hands off to Shields. He may have enough for the 1st down. Bulls his way forward, give him a 1st down. Give a lot of credit to Shields with some strong running tonight. 1st down for Wyoming.
Well, 1st and 10 and minute 21 left.
Great turnout tonight for Indian Hill community. Want to thank the band, the cheerleaders, and a special welcome to all the Indian Hill football alumni who joined the community tonight and the team for a special welcome back and a picnic. It's good to see all the players from 2009, 2010, 1984, 1972, and beyond.
And what years did you play there, Bob?
81, 82, 83. Wyoming's going to take a knee and let the clock run out, I believe. Do you have credits? We want to thank the Indian Hill Television Network staff, production team, and of course Dennis Dupps for tonight's broadcast.
Well, Bob, it's been fun calling the game with you. It's been, I wish that we could have had a win there, but still, I think the team did well up against probably the number one team, well, the number one team in the CHL.
No question. Now, they've got a tough rival in Taylor as well. Taylor is a very strong team, but some bright spots with Wyoming tonight for sure. Final score tonight, Wyoming Cowboys 21, Indian Hill Braves 7. Thanks for joining us on the Indian Hill Television Network. A special thank you to our production team, camera operators, and as I said before, Dennis Dupps. Director is Scott Schaefer. Graphics by John Osterhus.
Camera operators, Justin Berger, Ben Green, Anthony Soratelli, and Bradley Winker.
I'm Bob Rode, and this is Bruce Ferguson with you. And a special thanks to Mr. Steve Ginn for all of his support and guidance and fun toys.
Good night, everybody.
Exclusive coverage of tonight's game on the Indian Hill Television Network has been a copyrighted presentation of the Indian Hill High School Video Department.